Hello there. Welcome. We're going to get right back into it as promised. Let's see. Okay. So, question that I left unanswered at the end of last episode because it had not been asked by anybody particularly was, in which order are we going to take this now? Let's see if we can't mess that guy up before he sees us. We probably won't kill him, but we'll injure him for later. Might pay dividends. Might make bringing him down just that much less of a pain later. Yeah.
I have a secret from the many.
I've created overrides from my little
Experiments in reprogramming the sim units
and entrusted them to the care of 3 special friends. I've dressed them
in red
and instructed them to stay away
from strangers. A smart hacker always
has a back door.
Don't confuse cleverness with being smart. Now, I think we've got a camera nearby. So, let's just mosey. Hear a monkey. We're not gonna... Anyway, what I was saying before I started listening to logs was, we're not gonna go up to recreation until we're done on ops. I like to take the levels one at a time and more or less in order.
Beck, I think your idea for insurance is going to get us in a lot of trouble, but I trust you, so let's do it. I've managed to wrangle access codes to the escape pods on the command deck. We only need to hack into Xerxes' emergency subsystem, get past the ice nodes, and try to avoid being spotted by Bronson's security team. Piece of cake, right?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. To take it very gingerly in this level.
We are many.
Are one. How can you hope to
Prevail against us.
Waste of ammo. Anyway, we need those. Because, boy, we have some big purchases to make. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Start gambling. So you have to remember you've got all 4 of them up here. Don't let me go all the way down to the friggin'. Now, we're going to need at least 1 exotic for the shards. The rapier is necessary. You don't want to be using the wrench right now, but the shards are going to come quickly. Yeah, you want to take care to get rid of those. Let's see here. I forget. I don't think you can throw these. No. They're useless. I just don't bother with heavy weapons. They're bulky, they take up space. Just go gingerly in this level. There's no rush. We don't rush. We don't overextend ourselves. We clear 1 room at a time. 1 egg at a time, 1 grunt at a time. We don't.
I brought down the last of the sim units today.
I am full of the glory of the many.
Here comes Bronson. I am at peace. Good evening, Bronson. Have you come to...
Turn that damn thing off.
Bronson didn't watch who she was working for. Someone with as much integrity as her is not going to thrive working for a company like Triop. Nor are the many going to concern themselves with her idea of probity. Really shouldn't be using those. Now, I like this because it's not powered. See, that's 50 defense. It's better than the light. We're just gonna go ahead and switch over to that. It's a little less. It's a little bit less, but come on. We're gonna just roll with it.
Miri, so far our work with the late model assassin cyborgs has gone remarkably well. I hope things with that son of a bitch Diego never come to that. But it is comforting to know we are not nearly as defenseless as the UNN stormtroopers might think. The only glitch we've encountered is with the upgraded laser rapiers. The poor things keep severing parts of themselves. We're trying to get the bugs fixed, but I know that bureaucrat is watching us. It's sad to see a man so haunted by the ghost of his father. His hatred for everything Triop represents is remarkable to behold.
Is it? Edward Diego was not a good guy.
Toxic.
Okay, that thing almost fucking killed me right here. We need to improve on that, so apparently the laser rapier is not effective. I thought that, you could research them and learn about their weaknesses too. Apparently, I'm mistaken. But, to say that the rapier delivered disappointing results in that engagement is an understatement. So let's see here. Gonna need to have some of those. Okay, let's not charbroil ourselves. And yes, there is a reason I'm doing this. Did I? Yeah, I did. Got my ass kicked in there. Hello, Ekmer. Good to see you here. Let's see here. We do need to probably pack some more firepower, though. Okay, we've got vibrant worms like to hop. It's not Ricochet. Make some noise, why don't you? Okay. It's just same procedure.
Discordance in our symphony.
Enjoy your selfish acts
Of destruction, for beyond them lies the blight of solitude.
You can deal with it. I like the fact that I'm beginning to really floss some cyber modules out of the environment. We're getting to the point where we're gonna have some things put together here real quick. I think that's actually up on Recreation that I need to be doing this. Whoa. I really ought to try to save a little more ammo than I'm presently saving. Let's not let the damage get too out of hand before we do anything about it. Trick to this level is just not to rush. Every room is its own little campaign. Let's see, average, terrible. Let's go ahead and it's kind of letting you breathe without not giving you anything to do. Generally speaking, it's a waste of nanites. Forget it. You need more hack skill. And I'm just not willing to invest any more than I absolutely need to on that particular front. Uh-oh. Okay. Always get more shot shells from hybrids. Again, we're getting so just by going slow and paying attention to our surroundings, we've got 24 cyber modules. Now we need 36 to get the assault rifle And 3 dozen to get the EMP rifle. That's a lot. That's a lot. Actually. Yeah, I got turned around. I want to be going this way.
Tommy, I don't know what's going on here. Ever since we received orders to clear out Deck 3, people have been disappearing. There's a kind of gloom hanging over everybody, but no one seems to be willing to talk about it. I don't like it. Meet me on the rec deck at 0900. I've got an idea. A little insurance for you and me.
They're gonna start an OnlyFans account in the sensual stim sims. So they won't be unemployed when they get fired from Tri-Optimum. Let's see. Okay. Sometimes you find the crystal shards sooner, sometimes you find them later. See no reason not to go this way. This is, usually it tells you which section you're entering. Okay, let's not set off an alarm, please. Got a droid over there. Boy, look at that. They never used to be that catastrophic. He sent shrapnel. That was a close one. We must have been almost 20 yards away from him. They didn't used to do that. It didn't used to be quite that dramatic. Go around the other way, we'll be fine, and we can save a little ammo. If there's even any reason to go down there, which there may not be. Okay.
I hacked into 2 of the sim units yesterday, and for the love of God, I don't know why. I felt compelled by some power. My mind and my body are changing, but they know it's me. They just can't prove it. The next sim unit that goes down,
Bronson and her men
Will come for me.
but I'll be ready. She may have guns and hatred on her side,
but I am one of many.
No, we're not even gonna bother.
Inside of this door lies one of the sim units.
Reprogram it, and I will wrest more control of this ship from the
Obsolete Xerxes.
Once I am master of this ship, I can open many doors for you. But for now, they block my access. They mock my eminence. Make them pay for that mistake, and I will shepherd you from the darkness.
Okay, so we need a thing. Let's see.
Before you lies the crystal shard, a creation of my children, and by extension, of my own. A weapon elegant, deadly, precise. Learn its function.
It may stand
between you and their corruption.
I mean, we needed the energy for the EMP rifle. That'll just motivate me to finish what I started, but again, I would not want to... You could make an argument for skipping the laser rapier, but if you're going to get the EMP rifle, there's really no reason to. And, let's see. Alright, so we need the skill. However, I suspect that, really, in terms of researching the many's weaknesses, I don't think we need, I don't think we're going to need more than 4. That we might need 5 is max, so... Alright, that set us back a whole lot, but what are you gonna do? It only set us back cyber modules we were able to fish out of the environment, so in terms of the game being beatable, it's not like I've made some kind of mistake. Alright, the element we need is here on the level. Let's go get it. Howdy, circumambulation. Welcome to the stream. I need to do a better job of checking my phone to see who's joining us. Welcome. Alright, kind of a low-key moment, but I think we're going to pick up once we get to recreation. We're just going to let that cook. I'm going to go ahead and save because I don't want to have to redo any of this. So I'm going to get a little hairier in here. Have to take the time to floss the resources out of the environment. Okay, now we gotta be careful. There's turrets in here.
Shit. It's Bronson and her men.
Honey, what is it?
It's just the security team. They're just looking to scare us.
Weapons ready, men.
Sergeant Bronson, get your men out of here. You killed Malik. You had your scapegoat. We didn't do anything.
Fire.
Down.
Finish off the survivors.
Chemical needed.
Oh, where are you? I don't like monkeys. Okay, now I'm gonna look like a dancing bear on a unicycle if I don't follow through with... Oh boy. That's a nasty surprise, but you maneuvered yourself into a space that doesn't quite fit you. I have a surprise for you too. Hello, AU. Nice to have you back. Welcome. Welcome back, sir. I don't recall a mech ever coming back here, but obviously, let's see. Okay, well. Let's see. Oh, so let's not, please not do the same thing we did last time and get rid of the melee weapon we can't use. We're not ready yet. I believe you need 12 cyber modules to get exotic 1. It's like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Put your arm in there. Might be something in there. Then again, there might not, but I believe there might be modules in here and it might be enough. Just make sure to check carefully. Damn it. They don't live long. Guards, there's a dead person in here. I got anything? Alright, well. Yes, that is a thief hum. Eric Broisius. He used the same hum multiple points in Thief, and it made it here onto the Von Braun. Okay. This is a situation where the assault rifle might be handy. Pistol's kind of inaccurate at that distance. It's starting to get inaccurate. Yeah, the improvements are excellent because they struck exactly the right balance between going for it and okay, and leaving it be. How they might have done that is beyond me, but they did. Let's just crouch so we don't risk burning ourselves. Okay. It's kind of just a low key. You know, the first 3 levels are very fast paced and tense, and if you don't rush, if you play leisurely, Ops doesn't have to be hard. If you try to run and gun, Ops is going to be hard. There's all kinds of things you're going to run yourself into, but the trick here is pacing. Let's see, did I... Actually, no. This is where we want to go. Grenade ones are annoying.
I don't feel right about any of this. I still don't understand why you asked me to mess with the memory restoration on that grunt. Why didn't you want him to remember volunteering for this gig? He did volunteer for the implants, right? Every email from you gets stranger and stranger. It's like you're not even the same person anymore.
Well, gee, no shit, Sherlock.
Something is taking over this ship. The sim units on this deck are being diverted for reasons unknown. I know it's somehow connected to the larger picture and whatever is happening since they landed on Tau Ceti. My men look at me like I'm crazy, but it is my responsibility to safeguard this ship and its crew. Screw Anatoly, screw Diego, and screw whatever poisonous influence has desecrated this vessel. I will not abandon my post or my charge.
Yeah, but you didn't leave a ton of it left either. And, you had better morals than Diego and Anatoly, but you really did not have a sufficient understanding of how out of your depth you were. Of course, you also didn't have our great cybernetic implants like I do, either. So, or Shodan in your corner, so there's that. Let's save, because that's a nice insurance policy. Come on. Come on, guy, let's get this over with. It's annoying moments like this. There we go. I thought there'd have been a Steam achievement for that. Okay. Ah, wood. My favorite log. Let's just let that cook for a while. Those are going to be going off for a minute. Yeah. However, we can at least see. I don't think I have quite enough. That could help. Let's see. Exotic of 1. That's going to be weapons, and it should be up here. I don't know what kind of game that is. What kind of table that is? Is that poker, or is that something else? Do we have enough? Just barely. Alright, so. I like the new noise it makes. Listen to that. That's a lot better. Didn't used to sound like that. I mean, it used to sound like something that would be similar to this, but you can actually hear the resonance. I like that. Well, that's their penance for making the laser rapier so much quieter. Yes, we are swimming in ammo. That's what happens when you make the soldier able to defend himself hand to hand. And I just don't like to be short on ammo when we get to the body of the many. Because there is stuff to be found in there, but it's kind of a... It's just sort of another escalation when we're in there. Alright. I am going to bop you. I'm not going to get tired of making that. I'm like the Storm King with the staff. Up, down, sun, moon, sun, moon. I can make that noise all night long. Now, I'm going to see something. Alright, so we're going to swap this one for this one because this one's in good condition. Let's see, what do we got here? This is another one of those, this is an implant from the many. Maybe. Let's see. Only because there's cesium on this level. If it was going to be a pain, I think that actually, if we... I don't think you can actually damage those, but the point is there was a cyborg assassin up there that pushed those other ones down. You could blow those up, but it's probably not worth wasting the ammo. Okay.
They've given me 2 gifts.
Isn't that marvelous? 2 little shards of crystal. It's very, very sharp, and when I strike it, it sings to me.
They wanted to sing to Sergeant Bronson.
I go there now to share my
Gift with her. They're very fragile.
but very sharp.
It's my favorite log of the entire game. They've changed the person's face. Funny little story about that. The faces for the characters on these logs was a contest. And it's like, I forget exactly the nature of the contest, but it's like, if you won, your face would be used for these characters. And, you know, they had voice actors for the voices, obviously, but if you won the contest, they would use your likeness as the character. And I know the guy who won for Norris, the second in command, was from my hometown. That's just, you know, when you do this for 13 years, you pick up an assortment of very random facts. But they changed, you know, I bring this up because they changed it for Wood. That character we just listened to, that's not the original face. Okay, I think I am... weren't for the fact that the CS was already here. Some of these are going to be useless, but I made a big to-do about how research is something we do, so let's see. What I'm trying to do is figure out which... Okay, it's the minus sign. Don't think we pushed all the way through yet. I think there's more to do here. Well, even if that's going here. Alright, so I started there, I came out there. That's Shodan. Let's go here. They're about to be.
Song is undisturbed. Is the Flash will welcome us?
Because I have conserved all that ammo by emphasizing melee, we can spend big to get those heavier standard weapons, and then as we get to the upper levels of the Von Braun
Research complete.
and the Rickenbacker, we can then beef up our stats so that we're not too much of a wimp to do what needs doing when we get to the body of the many. Whether or not we have ammo. You know, in a worst case scenario, I can save X amount of rounds for the main nerve. And you can get yourself to a point where you can take down a rumbler in just about one overhead swing. And he's already, our soldier boy here is already getting pretty dangerous. It's a little bit more energy than I wanted to use. We're holding our own now. It's starting to be they're not stopping us. I don't even know what this does. When space gets to a premium, I'm probably going to be ditching some of these implants. Okay, so let's do the upper levels first. This is where Bronson got her ticket punched. And the laser rapier did not deliver against that arachnid. I'm hoping the crystal shards will. It should. It always did. Because I don't want to waste all my ammo on them. They're just spiders. But let's see how it goes. That's why we save ahead of time. Alright. It's basically a dancing battle. Unless they've changed the dynamics. I just was really underwhelmed by how badly the laser rapier did against that arachnid. Maybe because it's an energy weapon. Hey Torgo, nice to see you. Glad to have longtime viewers with me tonight. Yeah, I always just run that pistol in the overcharge mode. It's practically like a rifle in its own right. You've just got to keep the distance and fire from cover and go at a slower pace, but it does a lot of damage. Let's just catch up on these first.
I feel you men aren't as dedicated to the mission as you need to be. You will do your duty. The traders and ops have still been unable to get the sim unit back online. If the situation is not remedied by 0600, we shall recon in force and ensure its remedy. I've changed the weapon's lockup code to 13433, fallen at 0500. Anything that gets in your way, human or not, kill without pause or remorse.
Okay. Wrote that code down. Can't have too many of these. Don't upgrade the crystal shards with them. Sweet. Actually, hang hang on. Let's see. Okay. Forget it. Probably should have switched to the shotgun sooner. In fact, no reason why we have to settle for good when we could have better. Let's just... Oh, for goodness sakes. How was that smart?
I feel you men aren't as dedicated to the mission as you need to be. You will do your duty. The traders and ops have still been unable to get the sim unit back online. If the situation is not remedied by 0600, we shall recon and force an insurance remedy. I've changed the weapons lockup code to 13433. Call it at 0500. Anything that gets in your way, human or not, kill without pause or remorse.
Set us back a little bit of ammo. Could have been a lot worse than it was, I think. Now, let's not need to do that again. I mean, if you mess with grenades, you can climb up the ladder and they'll just stand there. And, you can... Now, I need something to be changing those quantum sim units that I don't have, and I don't know, I'm forgetting what that thing was. Because you can't just press it. It's not just a question of pressing up. Oh, yeah, right.
Bronson knows.
Won't let her undo the work we've done. Wired up a surprise for her.
Anybody approaching Sim
Unit 3 will feel sorrow. So much
sorrow.
Yeah. I marvel that the spiders went back and hid again. Let's see. I need to find those cyborg assassins. It's kind of strange I haven't run into any of them. Whoops. Okay. Actually. Supply of batteries now. Oh. Gotta get that quantum sim unit. There was a time I was in here and there was a mech right there and he was killing me and I was respawning. That was fun. I finally got him, but it took some doing. Okay, fine. It used to be they had something you could research to allow you to maximize the damage you do. But I think they got rid of that for this game, for the update. Because I've been checking the spiders as I kill them. And it seems that there's nothing you can pull out of them to... Let's see. Ops is a relatively dense environment ecosystem for you to pull cybernetic modules out of. Bitches. I already have over 1,000 nanites, and I'm not exactly trying to conserve them per se. It's alright. Use of plenty of them.
As of this time, I'm declaring a state of martial law on the Von Braun. All primary subsectors of the ship will be locked down and only accessible by security access cards. If anybody is found to be interfering with the normal operations of the ship or impedes the work of the security forces, they will be shot on the spot.
13. 4. Okay, now that's probably something she left behind. How am I gonna do this? Don't want to let that thing maneuver me into a dead end, so we're gonna go this way. Some of the old glitches and exploits still work. Might as well use them. Smoke if you got them. Oh yes, that's a big heavy weapon. I'm just not gonna bother. Well, my rifle is also perfect and it's also upgraded, so we'll leave that. No, we don't need those. Okay. I don't like you, Mr. Monkey. Kind of getting banged up again.
Don't stop, Rebecca. Keep moving. Get to the escape pods on the command deck. We'll take off, set the toaster to wake us up in 30 years, and we'll be back on Earth before you know. A toaster built for 2, baby. That's our next stop. Sound good? So let's do it. I won't take any excuses.
It's gonna be built for 3, Tommy. Shodan likes couples. Let's see. Yep. Alright, we made a fair amount of progress. Let's save. There's no quick save in the game. Checked. There's no quick save. Whoopsie doodle. Doodly whoops. While we're here, let's just browse a little bit. Yeah. You know, cyber affinity is important. The final battle with Shodan can be kind of a pain if you are sorely lacking in cyber affinity. I'd say even a cyber affinity of 4 would be good to have. So that having been said, we're not going to get there if we don't. See, it's like There's a temptation to play like you're making Doom Guy out of him, but we're not playing Marine. We're playing, Navy. So it's like the technical thing is a big part of your strengths. Ooh. Okay. Shooting range. Let's see. Can't have too many of those. Ops is a big level, and the slower and more thoroughly you go. What really is beginning to perturb me, though, and I hope something's not glitching, is we have run into the cyborg assassins all of once, and depending on how neurotic you wanted to get that, might not be such a good thing. Charge. Use geometry to your advantage. You don't fight fair, you fight to win. Still got a shot off. The geometry's unreliable. It's treacherous to them, it's treacherous to us. Okay. Don't waste that, please.
This is Xerxes. At 0200, there will be a poetry reading by Protocol Unit T892/2 in the Deck 5 Commons area. Please bring any authorized material that you wish to be read by T892/2.
Ah, finally. And boy, if there was ever anything I was going to stop right now and start researching. These spiders, I must say, are a lot stronger than they were in the original game. They have been upgraded. Iridium. Alright, so... yes, we have it. Alright. Nope, we're not. I'm not able to continue until... let's get that iridium. It's on this deck. I believe this is not a terrible way to go about it. It's a bit of a walk, but it's a straight shot. Let's see here. Okay. Do we have something we can listen to while we're on the way? Let's see. No. Up to date on our logs. But... okay. Because boy, those spiders are nastier than they used to be. They were always nasty, but they're really nasty. I mean, significantly more. Let's see, we only needed one, so alright. I'm going to relish having the damage I do to those things enhanced. Okay, so he's gonna go that way. Probably gonna have super fun happy time. Where are you, homie?
Chemical needed.
Hung up on geometry.
Is there another?
I don't know where you were going in such a rush. All right.
Your flesh.
Those cyborg assassins are doing a pretty damn good job of avoiding me. It's like I can get a shot off, but then they run, and they're staying ahead of me. We've got to improve that situation. Got to try to corner them somewhere. It's just, you go chasing them at top speed, and they lead you into trouble. Okay, there you are. Okay.
You perform well for an insect. Transmitting cyber modules.
Well, good job, Bronson. This is what's left of her team. What's left of the remains of her team. I don't think any of them are getting back up, but if they are, you can bet I'm dropping them. Okay. So, that's one cyborg assassin and one quantum sim unit. I think there's like 3 of them.
Research complete.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's see, the pistol is good. Okay. Okay. This was the brig. Alright, we need that. Undoubtedly, we will have needed that. Good thing I just saved. Actually. Just like Star Trek V.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Can't have too many of these.
They've killed my men, and now they've killed me. I'm holding my guts inside of me with both hands. I'm almost done. Resist! This is bigger than my little life. The lives of my men, and the lives of the people I was forced to kill. Resist! Humanity demands it. Resist!
If we can reprogram the sim units and divert power to the transmitter on Deck 5, my new friend will be able to regain control of the primary data loop from Xerxes. She, Eith, says that will let us use the bridge elevator and take control of the ship.
Yeah, that card was going to be...
Access needed.
So, we're going to have to go down to engineering to get in there.
Access needed.
Great. However, I believe there's a functioning... Well, there's a bed, but I don't have a unit. Kind of allowed myself to... Alright, this is going to be a pain, but... Okay. Easy does it. Let's see if I can get these by crouching. And then... Okay. You can't fake finger work like that. You just got to play. Well, we're getting there.
I've authorized a change in the access code for the auxiliary weapons lockup in the crew quarters of Med-Sci Deck to 98383. I won't have my own gear used against my men. There's no such thing as too cautious.
Yes, there is. I am a security professional. There is such a thing. If you start thinking that you can't have too much of a good thing, you can't get the job done either. That's not officer thinking. Limitless amounts of a good thing are never sustainable. Let's, again, this is System Shock 2. We're not allergic to backtracking. We're not allergic to non-linearity. Let's go up there, or go down there, I should say, and see what goodies we can liberate with that code. I just have to remember, it's this way. Might not be, though. Needed to heal. Alright, definitely. About the size of a can of peanuts now. Okay. Let's see here, that code was 98383. I'm pretty sure it didn't used to look like this, but whatever. That's handy, not gonna lie. Any of these open? We've already got standard armor, at least in this game. One of the bones they throw you is the armor doesn't degrade over time. Alright, give me 120 seconds, I gotta pee. Doubt that was actually even 120 seconds. Alright. Alright. It was a little underwhelming, but what can you do? I just don't want to forget that that was there, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna... Might as well... I'm not gonna... If I didn't do it now, I wasn't gonna remember it later. We need to find us another cyborg assassin. I forget what exactly. I think you actually have to go to the ops in the engineering level.
Access needed.
But I'm not 100% sure on that yet. That was a bad glancing blow, obviously. Really what I need to be fixating on is hunting down those cyborg assassins. And it's like there's only so many places they go. It's like they're not gonna go into the most out of the way nook and cranny they could possibly find. And they don't climb ladders or anything, but see, minus an overhead swing, even after having researched them, and with the crystal shards, it still takes 3 direct hits to finish one of those things. They're nasty. They did not used to be that tough. There's sort of like a the cyborg assassins are sort of on rails in terms of where they do and don't go, but they do walk a circuit and you have to run into them, and it's like until you've mainly pacified the level, if you start chasing them, they're going to run you into other enemies who are going to attack you, basically, and cover them. This is where I was. So we have to start backtracking. Because... it's like one of them starts here, and I think we went that way. Let's go this way, because we didn't go this way, so we should be running into him very soon. And let's be ready to run into him.
The individual is obsolete. When you and your kind are extinct, we shall cleanse our collective
memory of the stain of your existence.
Shit. That's just a regular one. Not very nice, are you? Yeah, scary guy. Come and get it. Not so scary anymore, are you? Just sort of not in the mood for you guys right now. One of them is going to be in the boardroom at the end of this section, so let's get out of here. Of course, the worst possible time. Well, not for nothing that we went all the way back up to Mid-Sci. He's going to be down there. Let's not let him know we're here until we can block him. We want to block his egress. Very near to where we need to be for the assault rifle, and we're sort of ahead of schedule. I'm actually kind of a fan of the way I managed my cyber modules this time. I often am not, but on this occasion I haven't shot us in the foot with how I've applied the modules, so we're a little ahead of schedule. Yeah, that's the tri-optimum way. I think we really need to drop this guy. Enough is enough already.
You've served me well. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Alright. If we're going to be shooting off ammo anymore, we might as well be shooting it out of a rifle instead of a handgun. Did I see? Gotta check. You gotta slow down and check. You'll miss it if you don't check. I don't know. Was that really necessary? May not have been. I don't like to waste. Alright, so what we do is, before we start worrying about just trying to think. We came this way to begin with, and it wasn't very long before we ran into shit. Great. Well, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself in terms of where I think we're at, but that's okay. Damn it. See, it's like it almost took more if I did the overhead swings, and he still got a shot off. The spiders are out of control. for some reason, they seem to have felt those spiders needed a boost. I can't imagine why.
You're so...
Didn't think it took too long to run into. Yeah, there's one over here. Just see which of these rooms it's in. Undoubtedly, they're gonna send something after us once we... Only problem is, it's like now I am genuinely at a loss as to where that other cyborg assassin might be.
Your flesh will welcome us.
He's practically running from us. Yeah, he has to keep the distance, but...
I'm sorry.
I thought Shodan would pipe up about exactly how to go about the ops override. It's kind of puzzling. Practically expect Lloyd to appear somewhere on this ship. Future nothing. Just here. Not much point coming back here. Now, it's the shooting range, it's a dead end. This is a Alright. That's the last cyber affinity I'm going to give the soldier. But if you don't have at least that, the end battle with Shodan can turn into a pain. And after the way my battle with her at the end of the remake went, I don't want to go through that again. We may yet give ourselves a little bit extra hack skill too.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
But we'll see. I don't know if I went in here or not. I may actually have skipped this. I don't think I did. I think I went in both of these. Alright. Where we're gonna need to be, and we did that one There's nothing any of these losers had. This one's done.
Access needed.
So let's see.
I'm trying to get up to find you, Tommy, but I can't. I'm stuck in ops. There's some kind of civil war going on here. The security forces came in and... Now, don't freak out, but I'm hurt. But not too bad. I managed to pull together a supply of medkits and a few other goodies. Some of it looks valuable, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of military-grade implant. I left the stuff I didn't need in a corner of the data library, out of the way in case I need it later. I'm on my way. I promise you, I will not die. I will not die. You do the same, my love. Yours, Becca.
Gotta be a pretty pathological personality to be making a bad love story out of the situation we're in right now. Let's see. I believe this has something to do with the ops area on the engineering deck, but that could be a confabulation of there's nothing down here. See, sometimes to like get yourself back on track, you've just got to make a big friggin' mistake, and I think that's what I'm about to do here, but we've been all over. I'm pretty sure there is a third cyborg assassin though, and we haven't found him. He said 3. Malik said 3. Malik said 3 special friends. We've only killed 2. So, okay, we know. We know there's one of those guys. Let's go this way again. Feel better now? Let's see. That third assassin is around here somewhere. Alright, let's see. I can't get it out of my head that ops override involves something on the engineering deck, and it either does or it doesn't. But if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure I got stuck up on this the last time with my other Let's Play. Well, it's not a question of the map so much, because I know I have to get in. I know that there's a room I have to get into. At least I think that security office is where I'm trying to get to.
Chemical needed.
Of course, there's a... Actually, no, you're right. Well, if nothing else, you're right about that. I remember now where the third quantum sim unit is. It's where Bronson died. So that office is not what I'm looking for. Ergo, at least not at this time. We're going to come back. It's not we're going down to engineering over that. We're going back there when we're further up. Okay. So I had it all kind of, whoops. Well, what was that anyway? So it's just a psi booster. Alright. At least I know where that third... I've now remembered that there's that third quantum sim unit. That's where Bronson died. Alright, so the objective hasn't changed. We're still looking for that third assassin. And all we need to do is kill him and take the card to that third sim unit. So I know where the sim unit is that I need to get to. I just I need to find that assassin. And I don't think he's chilling out in one of these rooms because I've been through here. This is... And they don't use the elevators. This right now is all for naught. I need to get out of here. Let's see. Of course, the quantum sim units are not indicated on the map, but on the other hand, if I just well, there's one thing we could try for the hell of it. I don't know that it's really going to get us anywhere. It's probably something that can't be opened, but looking at this might be interesting. Then again, it might be. Have I not been here? Certainly have been here. Okay, I think he's up there. I think he's up there. And I haven't been there yet, so let's see. There's a way to get there. But I think that's I think you actually have to go up to Recreation to get there. I'm pretty sure he's up there, because he's the one who tossed those barrels. So he's up there on that platform, and there's some verticality to this deck. But I thought you accessed that platform from Recreation. You don't have... You're not supposed to have to go up to Recreation to complete this level, though. So... These don't lead anywhere. These are also dead ends, but I need to get up there somehow. around here. Go back there and look at the map. It's like... it ain't here. This is exactly what it... let me see. Upper level. Okay. So there's... in theory, we need to check out one... I'm hoping that there's some correspondence between these points and... because that's just a resurrector. That's an upgrade unit, so it's like... okay, this is the upper level of the lounge. So I'm here in the storage. I would have sworn the cyborg assassin is up there. Well, you can get there, but I believe you actually have to go to, what is it, recreation to do it. You know, let's save here. Perform a little experiment. Okay, those can't be made to explode, at least not with standard weapons. I would have sworn you had to get there by way of recreation. But if you hadn't happened to have made it up there before, then that would strongly tend to imply that that's not where I need to be either. It may be that you actually have to start recreation before you can...
Are we joined?
Before you can beat this level completely, you might have to start on recreation. You know, on the whim. I mean, you have that option anyway. Rather than be hung up for 6 hours before you look it up on the net and have a negligent discharge. Generally speaking, I like to keep it neatier and tidier than this, but
Delacroix, it's me, Cortez. We're locked in here. Hey, who are you? Shit.
Boy, you better run, homie. He's coming for you.
Access needed.
Your colleagues
have managed to set up a transmitting station in the athletic sector
Of this deck, the transmitter is intended
to send a message to the Earth to warn them of the events that have occurred in this ship.
However, it will also draw power
away from Xerxes. Once you have done this, and the tasks I've reserved for you on the ops deck, I will be able to hobble Xerxes. Find the transmitter and activate it.
I just am studying this map. Let's see. They're not up here. They can't be up here. You jumping the gun. The point is I'm going to run around here and not accomplish what needs doing. Just trying to think. Just study that map. One thing I didn't do last time is I didn't visit the sim unit where Bronson died. And that probably is where I need to be. So I'm just trying to think this through. No, it's not a bug. I'm not worried it's a bug. It's hard to think on your feet. When you have to think as much as I do right now, it's hard to think on your feet. Because there's still frenemies around. Alright, it's not there. And for that matter, neither is the one where Bronson died. I can't even find the one where Bronson died, which is really what I need to find. It's not entirely logical. It certainly wasn't the mess hall. I'm jumping the gun. Okay. I think what I didn't do is... Let's go this way. Just search this area extra carefully. Okay. Forgot to scavenge her. Forgot this too. Alright, let's just... If nothing else, let's redo that. So this is definitely where I need to be for the third sim unit. But I believe all three of those red idiots are here on this level. It's getting to the point now, though, where going around in circles on this level is starting to cost me ammo. Alright, so let me see, where on the map is this? See, this looks entirely different now. Well, obviously. Now, rather than run out of here so quick, I need to take a more careful look at this. That's not going to do us any good. Because I mean, we have a near indefinite supply of nanites from slain grunts, and we have you know, the crystal shards, but that's a lot of aggravation. Hey Tony, nice to see you. Everybody say hi to Tony. Thank you for joining us. It is appreciated. I am struggling to find the third red cyborg assassin. We've found
Access needed.
We found the other two. The third one is doing an amazing job of eluding me. I don't know if you remember, but I was sure I just stepped in some toxic worms, wasting a valuable toxin hypo. I was sure all three of them were to be found on this level, but now my brain is playing tricks with me. Alright, so it's like we're getting to a situation where there's like only one way out of these areas, and it's like if he were here, he shouldn't have been first of all, he's not going to, I don't think they're able to they're not able to like go through, they shouldn't be able to go through bulkheads that require loading to go through. I can't imagine a non-playable character in this game could do that. I mean, what do you think, Ekmer? Stop me if I'm wrong, but I would think that would be impossible. Did I miss something up here, maybe? Yeah, there's just not really anything up here. But I would swear that they aren't able to go through loading areas. So it's like, that means several things. That means I'm making this way harder than it's supposed to be, which is sort of a given. It's gotta be somewhere through here, okay? The other one has to be, so he could, I mean, maybe both of them ended up here. Assuming they can't do that, the third one has to be here. And or any other levels Any up or down? So we've got 2 floors to check here, and then let's see. Let me take this guy down. I'll read what you wrote. See, we can replenish our ammo and our nanites, but let's see. One guy's in 4-3, another near the ops hub. Close to the door leading to the casino. Well, but that's isn't that on the rec deck? Or is he on the ground in there and I missed him? Because we got the one in here. Alright, so yeah, the casino is deck 5. But then again, there is that elevated platform up there, and you know, he's the one who pushes that stuff at you. So whatever that is, it's not here because there was one here, so there's not going to be on either level there. So I mean, at least beginning to, there's at least something approximating a method here now. Yeah, they can't go through loading zones. The third one has to be around here somewhere. Just want to... Maybe he's down here. I don't think I missed anything here, though. The casino is on the rec deck, and I believe you... See, that's why I'm confused, because I think you can get to that platform up there from the rec deck, but... And he is the one who pushes those things, so... It may be that we just have to go to recreation. So if it's impossible for them to go through loading zones, and he's up there, and that area is accessible somewhere from recreation, then it stands to reason that I have to go to recreation to get to him. That's entirely possible. With the graphical oddities of this game, that's entirely possible. So I need to take another look at it. I mean, otherwise I'm just going to have to begin, I'm just going to have to engage the recreation deck. You know, it's like, you don't have to, there's the game is, I'm being, if anything, I'm being a little bit overly linear here in terms of how I'm worrying about completing this A, B, C, and D right now, but generally speaking, when you start going back and forth, when you start going back and forth too much, that's when you start using a lot more resources. It just adds time. It's not so much about resource use even, necessarily. It's just about time. I don't need a hypo. It's kind of... Some of these rooms were more dramatic than others, but the cyborg assassin shouldn't be able to go down these grav shafts, so this too has probably been pretty much a waste. But I just want to be thorough while we're here. You know, there's one way to do this right. That's why we want the assault rifle, because I think we're going to get a lot more yeah, it does, because certain resources there's only so many of, and right now, see, where this turns into a problem. Although, if we checked that area, so the thing of it is, in theory, that cyborg shouldn't be able to get here, but the storage is in this sector, so let's just double check the storage, okay? I know where the quantum sim unit I need to get to is located. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Maybe you can only kill that third assassin from recreation. There's no reason why I can't go up there and do everything else that needs doing and make progress and you know, just be further ahead if I finally have to come back here. This is a little bit odd. I don't know quite what to make of this. Is that a glitch, or is that their idea of what damage is supposed to look like? It's like, was something more supposed to happen up here? It's like he knocks those things down, they explode. Let's see here. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the stream. Well, you know, let's engage recreation and try to get some more done, because it's starting to be indefensible to continue spending resources just running around in circles down here. And I'm gonna have to make a doubly sure to find that platform, and then at least I'll know. But if we're going to be running around like a chicken with our head cut off, we might as well be pushing the plot ahead. Maybe that's just how it is. It's been so long since I've played this game. There's things I remember, there's things I don't. Oh, that's a regular cyborg assassin. He's nothing to mess with. Nothing to sneeze at. See, if I want to start getting into fights with these guys, we just need to get... Everything that needs to be done up here still needs to be done. So, under no circumstances am I to complete this level without finding that platform. Well, you know, I was planning to actually do a second jaunt through this game anyway as the Marine, so... And honestly, this is part of the process. If there's bugs, what is it, Night Dive needs to know we're doing the footwork here. It's alright. It's not like playing this game is a punishment. I mean, what is a punishment is playing this game for the umpteenth time and then encountering the problem Tony mentions because we got stuck running around one area again and again and again. That's not cool, but... Okay. Can we unload these? No, let's charge. Alright, so we've got our quantum entanglement Please tell me you didn't. Alright, good. Let's see, how many slots did they give us? 15. Well, I don't think we're going to need quite that many, but it's nice to know we have them. Okay, so we got our first quantum re-entanglement resurrector set up. Those are little spiders. I guess they're not as nasty. Yeah, because, you know, we already sort of spent... See, there's verticality to these upper decks. Let's not get behind on our logs. In fact, let's make sure we weren't missing anything on 4.
Okay, Delacroix. Yang and I have got the transmitter almost ready to go. Once it's up and running, we'll be able to warn Earth. Frank split up the transmitter code and uploaded it to a number of art display terminals throughout this deck. Just cycle through the art and you'll find a piece of the code. I don't think the worms will spot this. I don't figure they got much of an interest in the Great Masters.
So we have to look at a lot of paintings. Poor Yang. Mr. Yang did not die a pleasant death on this level.
The eggs we found near the observation chambers are different from the ones in Hydro. They release some kind of disgusting flying swarming thingies. Bullets don't do anything. Bullets, for Christ's sake. I never even fired a gun before this morning.
Disgusting flying swarmy thingies. She has a singular way of putting it. Got a camera. Okay. Even though it's an energy weapon, that did a pretty serviceable job of frying him. Oh. We've got a droid looking to serve us. Oh, very good, sir.
I'm sure this is just what you were looking for.
Coming right up. Yeah, Mr. Yang ran into some trouble.
Okay, I got the ARC terminals wired up to display the fragmented dish alignment for the transmitter. I've also rigged up the tower to set off a security alert in case somebody else tries to tamper with it. I'm headed there right now to start the transmission. Hey, who's that? Juan? Marie?
Neutralizing target.
The lights near the basketball court keep fritzing out. I think the humidity from the pool next door is a real problem. If it happens when I'm not there, try resetting the circuit from the breaker by the pool. You think someone needs to call a tech?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Make your selection. Let's see.
I don't know what's going on around here, and I don't want to know. I'm not here for the glory of the stupid company.
This
I'm
is
just supposed to make
Texas.
sure the replicators are running.
Shopping
And now
area
people are
will be
dying.
closed until
I've got to turn
further
the ship around and go
notice.
home.
We
Gotta
apologize
get me the hell out of
for
this
the
place.
inconvenience. The family of the many grows with every passing moment. Glory to the flesh. Glory to the mass.
Fortunately, we didn't waste too much ammo on ops, and we're making forward momentum again in a way we need to be.
Radiation hazard.
Got rad hypos. We can counter this. Just make sure we got everything, so we don't have to come back in here. And I just wasted a speed booster, but that's okay. Those are gonna come in real handy when we get to the body of the many, especially the main nerve. Hi there. Shit. All right. Before I was interrupted, I was wasting perfectly good nanites. Vegeta, what is his power level at? It's over 82,000! It's not 9,000! Gotta find a charger and get it back up to 9,000. I think we're ready to go through a bulkhead, though. I don't know. You know, you'd like to think you had the rifle before you went in there. The many don't care what I've learned. They're gonna kick my ass. We'll see. I like the way this thing sounds. For those of you who weren't here the first time I said it, doesn't sound like that in the original game. This sounds like the way the soldier moves. It's smooth. So we can't get in there. So I am missing something, and it's not something that's really supposed to be hard to miss. They're really catastrophic when they explode. Yeah, right. I need to not forget to check the paintings. That is quite correct. And some of them were in that initial area. Let's go to the theater. It's got a movie theater, it's got a casino, it's got a bordello. There's nothing the ship does not have. Let's see. There's the Casio. I can't tell you how many comments I get from people about how much this, what it was is I uploaded the ambience on the OST from the casino. I can't tell you, it's like if you can look at that video, the number of comments it got, and even other videos in the OST or other videos about System Shock I've done, people keep talking about the casino and how creepy it is. And there's just something about it everybody notices. I get the sense that the devs were probably pretty much satisfied with what they did here, but this might have been a stub. They might have cut this idea back. It's like they might have intended to make this bigger
Is someone waiting for me?
than it ended up being.
This place. Welcome
Uh-oh. You gotta hide. Let's see. Well, they don't need to be, because they have it's sort of up in the air as to whether or not it's entirely psionic, or it's like Quark's holo suites, or if it's some kind of matter projection. We don't really know what exactly it is, but basically you go into a room here, and there's somebody waiting for you, but you got to pick them ahead of time with cards, data cards. We'll see it. We're gonna get there only too soon. This ambience actually really creeps people out. You can look at the comments and see. Did you drink yourself to death, honey? 2/5 a jack.
Mon petit, there is something you should know about. I have received information from some form of artificial intelligence that is calling itself Shodan. Yes, Shodan. Wherever this intelligence actually came from, it has a terrible grudge against these annelids and has saved my life more than once. Shodan has told me that there is a UNN operative aboard the ship, armed to the hilt and equipped with R-grade cyber implants. Strange bedfellows, eh?
I don't need this. Probably don't need any of these either. This is brawn. This is endurance. I'll hang on to that. I don't know that I really need these, but they're not taking up space I don't have yet. Let's see.
Forget about land grants. Forget about media. Forget about patents. What we found on Tau Ceti will change everything. I've instructed the Von Braun to change course and return to Earth. Captain Diego is in complete accord with this decision. I know that you are skeptical by nature, Miri, but I know once you embrace our discovery, you and the entire board will come over to our way of thinking.
Okay, fun time. So we've got to be looking for paintings and looking for...
I've just killed some kind of spider. I don't know, but it bit me. And now I'm sick. I'm down to my last med hypo. Come quick, Tommy. Come quick.
Yeah, Tommy, come quick. Tommy can't come quickly. It takes Tommy some time. Whoops. Well, actually, since I just serviced this thing, rather than waste a bullet...
Potential threat detected.
Gosh darn it.
Potential threat detected.
Boy, I'm just not. Oh shit. Great. Alright, good. That's at least active.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Security alert terminated.
Well, that's not how we do it. But no, it can be discussed on a public stream. Look, Tommy. Look, Tony, we're going in there. In fact, this is you're gonna have a lot of fun in here. See, it's public stream. I don't even think this game was MA17, but let's not get ambushed. Boy, there's two of them. Might as well. Might as well. Let's see, how many are we gonna need to get that assault rifle? 50. Not even halfway there yet. Great. Alright, sensual stimulation units. There's a voyeur cam we have to take out. This is the most awesome part of the level of the game. Let's see.
Taylor found this weird kind of weapon, but he must have used it wrong. Made him sick, real sick. I stashed the thing on the second floor of the crew annex and jury-rigged the door lock. Code of 11111. Easy to remember, huh? I also stashed a pile of nanites and some other goodies there. No sense in getting caught with your pants down. Except in this place.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Candy. We've got Lance. Lance and Sebastian. We've got Nikki, and we've got Sven. He's so European. Let's see.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
How many nanites do I have? Well, they're expensive. Let's see.
Thank you for choosing Value Rep.
I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful with how I use nanites, but so I don't know. You put the disc in here, and you have this room, and it's broken, and you get heart-shaped pillows. It's kind of like that wedding suite from Superman. Generally speaking, I think I just wasted a bunch of nanites for nothing, but we've got some cyber modules, 10 of them no less. That right there was worth it. Let's see. Visit every one of the love stimulation rooms. That was a Steam achievement. I'm a machine. Well, stranger things have happened in a store dressing room. If the walls in the store dressing rooms could talk, I'm sure.
This is Xerxes. Tri-Optimum reminds you that there are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work cycle just twice a week can give you the spending money you need to make this holiday a very special one.
Marvelous choice, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Yeah, they're more dangerous. I also have not had a lot of luck finding those modules for the medical beds.
Oh, I've driven a client away. How likely be down.
I love those droids. It's like, sir, where are you? That's Eric Broisius, by the way, who voices those droids. A lot of people don't know that. I also like the noises they make when they're just sort of at idle. Keep those modules coming, because we need them. Got another mech. I don't know. I'm sure he voiced something in these Deadly Shadows that would stand to reason.
Your flesh betrays you.
More cyber modules. We're almost where we need to be. No sound, no motion, no sound, no motion. I like those gargoyles.
Access needed.
Wait and watch and listen and wait. Let's see. We need 11 more. No, I think they're quite retro. The salmon and turquoise. All it needs is deathly ill white, and this place could be as old as I am. I guess we better go upstairs now. Let's not forget this, for goodness sakes. Let's see, what am I gonna do? No. Maybe. Speedy is good.
It's all a question of procedures, really. So many people don't seem to understand.
Let's see, lethal weapon. I've already done these. Alright, generally I do speedy, and that's tempting, but I think generally speaking I do these two, and that's probably the better thing to do, but it's a question of what to use now. We'll get the speedy last time. Being fast, when you attack the main nerve of the body of the many, you want to be speedy. And it doesn't hurt on the Rickenbacker either. So we're going to be serving each wine at its correct time. I haven't been finding surgical unit thingies as much as I would like to be. So let's go upstairs and clear the second level of the mall. We kind of had to fight for the progress we've made. Let's push through. Once I heal up, those extra hit points will do us a world of good. Okay. I really need to not be wasting modules on these things, especially when the reward is not applicable anyway. Well, this isn't quite as rough as it used to be. That's fine. You know, we haven't been talking a lot about it, but I am very pleased. Suffice it to say, I am very pleased with this remaster so far. Alright, 4. I have my little notepad here that I'm writing codes down, so we don't know where it's at yet, but we know that one of the digits is going to be a 4. Let's go ahead. Worth a save anyway. Really upset about that third cyborg assassin. It's like, I've got a bad feeling about that being, but it could just be that I don't remember how the friggin' game plays, and it's all gonna be good. I don't know. We're gonna find out. This area can be a little bit hairy once you go through those double doors.
Access
which we
needed.
can't do, but what we can do is, I really, I'm gonna try not to actually trigger the ambush until we have the assault rifle. See if we can't do something that gets us. I don't want to have to fight our way out of there with just a pistol, but there may be no avoiding it.
You move like an insect. You think like an insect. You are an insect.
There is another.
Who can serve my purpose. Take care not to
Fall too far out of my favor.
patience
Is not a characteristic of a
of a goddess.
Your threat amuses me, Shodan.
Damn! Why don't I just make a bonfire and throw all my nanites on it? Last night with Nikki was amazing. Hollow woman, real woman, you gotta love technology. But I must have left all my nanites in her room, in the central sim center. What a maroon.
That guy was too worried about his nanites.
Taylor sent some email this morning indicating he found some kind of artifact that could infect the worms with a virus. However, if you manipulated the thing, it would introduce a toxin into the human bloodstream that could kill in minutes. Unfortunately, Taylor found this out the hard way. He died right after he sent the message. Now, if we can only locate his body, we might find that artifact.
I'm so close to Rebecca, it's killing me. I'm spending some time with crew members who said they saw her. They told me to help me find her if I help them set up this transmitter. They're set on saving the Earth. I just want Rebecca. Then I'll take care of the Earth.
Well, that's big of you, Tommy. How long do you calculate you're going to last in an escape pod? Coming through. Okay. Now, of course, this place is going to be crawling with bugs. Probably gonna have worms all over the place out of this guy's guts. But at least we got some cyber modules. You cannot afford to not floss these areas as carefully as you can for those cyber modules. Even the trash can. If it's searchable, search it. Now, we're gonna have a big guy. Let's not get hit by one of those. That didn't do me any good. So how would I get in there? That may actually just be for ambiance. Well, that's good. Yes, our best regards. Best sardonic regards. Almost there, almost there, and all from cyber modules. I have more or less, almost all from modules I have scavenged out of the environment. Almost to 50. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna have to go in the garden. You know, that's one area where having the rifle would be handy. But we're not short of ammo. Let's do this with the pistol. Getting kind of low on my buckshot. I want to replenish it a bit.
You seek your associates, but you cannot find them.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be one.
against the infinite?
Okay, homie. There you are. I don't know how you got down there.
For this, I'll cut it in half.
try to land it. Now, I haven't really been using these, but let's go ahead and charge it up because there's going to be more of those cyborg midwives. Really was sort of hoping to, yeah, that's the grenade launcher. Okay. Just checking. Well, I'm glad to see that people are buying it. No. Do I even have what I need to get in here?
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
I decided to take a risk. Whew. Decided to be a little bit risky with that hack. But see, the psi affinity came through for us. That's what happens when you go up to at least 4 cyber affinities. So let us gingerly back out of here and not really set this off until we have the assault rifle. Let's just go back to the mall. Well, I sort of wanted to make sure I was streaming this, you know, all damn day. And so people could at least come in and see if it was something. Okay, reach level 6 standard weapon skill. So, you know, the Steam achievements for this are relatively simplistic. You know, honestly, sometimes when space gets to a premium, I like ditch the pistol. We're not quite there yet, but if we're going to be shooting, I suspect we're going to be switching ammo types very carefully. But for now, and the only thing about this is I can repair it, but I need to be able to maintain it. And that is also likely going to be very expensive. Honestly, it looks like a cross between a semi-automatic shotgun and some kind of highly modern AK variant. It has a dust cover and that button on the back of the dust cover strongly suggests it's actually an AK pattern rifle. Hey Hydex, nice to see you. No, I'm not gonna do it. It looks so much better with the new graphics. I guess I remember that being more involved than it actually is.
one escape pod Xerxes didn't eject, but it's busted. I've managed to get it functional, but I don't know how long it can stay that way. Make it there, Tommy, with or without me. If I don't get there, I want you to pod and go. You understand me? Take it and go.
Yeah, because he would do that. Suarez and his whore are trying to leave. I wanted them to come and be with me, but they bit the hand. The many have spoken, they will not leave. Okay. Okay, we got a cyborg assassin, so let's switch to anti-armor. See, he's about the size of a can of peanuts now. Alright, I guess that's not one of them. Taken such a commitment of cyber modules just to get this thing. It's like I don't even know what I'm gonna go for next. One shot, one drop. Problem is, I'm wandering around.
Mistrust is the tyranny of the individual. Your own kind sees you as a threat.
Why do you murder our unity?
No matter. The line is drawn.
You will cease to be.
It is just a question of
who will bring your end. Us
or you.
I'm not gonna do it. I can tell you that right now. I don't like the fact that that door is locked. That's a monocular Princess Leia bun you got there, dear. Ruin your plan. But that's not how you guys thought this was gonna go. It's a beast, but you gotta be able to take care of it. It's gonna wear itself out, just like any other weapon will.
The annelids have cut us off from the transmitter. Shodan tells me that once we've got the transmitter back online and the ops computers reprogrammed, she'll be able to take control of the ship away from Xerxes. Who should I trust less? An imposter claiming to be that monster, or the monster herself?
Doesn't matter, Delacroix. Delacroix. It's not Delacroix, it's Delacroix. Or something like that. Eric and Terry did an interview for the release of this game with Night Dive. It's Delacroix, or something. It's French, you can't pronounce it. Let's see. every time we get an upgrade, even if it's just a software upgrade, we save. What are my software levels? Let's see. Yeah, all my software levels are to level 2 now. That's good. I mean, I would probably ought to up to hack a little bit, but the cyber affinity I have is already paying for itself. So really, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna save right here. I wish there was a quick save, but there's no quick save function. We're gonna save right here. Nope. It has to be a jump. Except I might not have the head clearance to jump. I think you can get there through a different way, but yeah, I don't have the head room to jump, but I think there is another way to get there. Let me just make sure that I got everything I need up there, though. All right. You know, you don't really want to get into sword fights with cyborg assassins.
Hurry!
And you don't want to start spending all your ammo on guys like him. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, because I can't imagine it's going to be that simple. Oh, it is that simple. All right, good. Yes, excellent. So what that means is I have enough maintenance and repair to manage all of these, and I believe that it may not include that may or may not include this. I have to see next time, but we're getting to the point now where I'm going to be able to
Hi there. Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Bitch. I betcha this is one of them. Yep. Alright, so the first digit is 1. 1. So the code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 1 and 4 are in this code. Hello, Basso. Welcome to the stream. You know, they're finally doing it. I remember being a child in the 90s and having my teenage cousin tell me that there were plans for a second Spaceball film, which back then there were plans for a second film. And it's only been until now that those plans are finally seeing the light of day. But if you haven't seen the teaser trailer for Spaceballs, the sequel, you need to go have a look at that. It's an epically epic trailer. Alright, so something there was like something really easy that was not supposed to be hard that I missed at the beginning of this level, and as a result I've just sort of been accomplishing almost nothing besides clearing it out. But it's like we're sort of falling into the same trap here that I was on the other level. It's like all this fussing around and I haven't advanced the plot much. That's not good. Okay, I can't get in there. And meanwhile, you can't just, you know, traverse these areas. These areas repopulate with heavy-duty enemies. I mean, I guess I have 2 digits of the code I've managed to divine. And I've built him up, but, you know, we're still burning resources.
Oh, very good, sir.
is why you want to have, you know, some energy weapons, because those can be Let's see. Yeah, you know, I can see Mel Brooks, may he live to be 130, could twist Rick's arm into doing it. You know, Rick, his wife got sick. He actually didn't really enjoy motion pictures. Moranis was a comedian and kind of a television guy, and he didn't particularly enjoy working on films.
Access needed.
But I bet you Mel Brooks was able to.
I've been working on dealing with all the bodies that have been stacking up. With the medbase full and the escape pods and ejection tubes mysteriously locked up all of a sudden, we've got to do something with them. I've chosen the maintenance tunnel underneath the garden as an internment site. Keypad code 34093. I'm telling everyone to be careful. I don't trust the dead.
Okay. 34093. Something was wrong down there. I was like missing something I was expecting to see. But let's just go back there because I can't imagine that Moranis wouldn't be playing Dark Helmet. I'm sure he is. I'm sure it's not some stupid cameo. I'm sure he'll be back as Dark Helmet. I know Mel Brooks is supposed to do Yogurt. I don't know if he's going to do President Scroob or not, but we'll see. Waste of ammo. Yeah, you're right. I was looking for that and didn't quite find it. Something was off about this. Alright, I was in here. What did I miss? Okay, this is... I hacked this, but clearly I needed to get something that I didn't get. Or I did get it. No? Let me go back. Aha! That's what I did wrong. Alright. Now it makes sense. I assumed this was an I assumed this was an exit that it wasn't. Okay. Now. Okay.
You've served me well. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Really? I thought I was in disfavor. I thought the Royal Shodan was most displeased. Okay. Come on. Upsy doodle, upsy daisy. Unsmash Barf's foot. Oh, actually, I haven't been asked a million times at all. In fact, you're the first. You are literally the first person to ask me about it. You are literally the first person. you know, I don't have to be a hater. I don't have to be nasty. I'm just... All I can say is I am not spending $500 to $1,000 on VR gear, and or I'm not spending $500 on a PS4 or PS5 or whatever it even is now, plus another $500 for the VR gear. I'm not spending that money. You know, if someone cared to furnish that for me, I would... It's not that I would be unwilling to play the game and then tell you what I really think of it after I had at least given it the chance of having played it. So it's like, you know, until such time as I actually played it, you know, it's like, yeah, I know something. I know something about Thief games. You know, I have some opinions, and I have something that almost approximates subjective knowledge about them, but I really can't know much about it. I certainly can't know anything about it objectively until I play it, and you know, I don't wish them ill with it particularly.
Access needed.
You know, it's just it just seems we're really just getting further and further away from the reason we ever came to this world to begin with. Okay, so one of them's going to be a 10, but on the other hand, you know, if I had to say, let's see, yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, naming the new character Magpie after new Basso's dead bird. It's like, how sentimental. Or this whole thing about Garrett being trapped in the mechanical eye. You know, the fourth game strongly implied that Garrett had actually ended up incarcerated at the Widow Moira Asylum, you know, probably tormented by the Widow's ghost. We've seen how she treated new Garrett. I don't know, man. It's like, I don't wish anybody ill. I will point out that most people do not have VR, and you know, it's like,
security access compromised.
Finally.
Security access compromised.
I like to have at least one of these on every deck. VR is pretty exclusive, you know, and it's like, because Thief isn't niche enough as it is. Thief 4 was not the AAA viral smash. Now we have a new Assassin's Creed. And, you know, I don't think that even Eidos Montreal ever took that seriously. I wonder, it's like, you know, what do they think they're doing in terms of recouping the money they've spent to make it? VR is expensive to program for. And it's like, how many copies of this do they really think they're going to sell? I mean, and you know, it's like, maybe they know more than I do. It's very possible they're in the video game business. I'm not, but I don't know. I'm not too excited about it either. I'm just not going to, but you know.
This is Xerxes. Remember, replicator restrictions are in place for the good of all of us. All unauthorized database interactions will be dealt with to the utmost degree of the law.
I don't have to be a hater, but it's like, if I had the money it would take to actually play that game, there are about 1,000 other things I would spend that kind of money on first. I mean, I guess for the right kind of consumer who's already decked out with all that stuff, and you know, it's not as big an investment for them. In fact, they've already made the investment. Now they're desperate for games to play. But you know, it's like, that really is a niche demographic they're targeting.
Tell your team they may not be able to play. We were down on the basketball court when the damn power went out. Again. Irony is, we were ahead for the first time in weeks. Well, we won't be the lapdogs of the Von Braun anymore.
Stay out of the mall if you can. It crawls.
The shunt has been online for 2 hours. Go tell Cortez in the crew section to come out and turn on that transmitter. If this message doesn't reach you soon, they may be able to interfere with the transmission from the breach.
Okay, let's save. Yeah. I mean, I think that if it were based on the originals, that would at least change how I felt about it. It certainly would not change my ability to afford it. Boy, gotta hand it to us. We rocked that. It was either gonna be him or me. I mean, if I, you know, it's like if they had, if someone said, okay, it's like, you know, now it's the original games in VR. It's like, yeah, I would be bummed out as all fuck about missing that. And, you know, I would be missing it because I gotta tell you, Your Eye of Stone is not Your Eye of Stone is not in the chips right now. And really, honestly, I mean, I gotta tell you, there's a lot of other things that I want to buy too. It's just, you know, Ekmer and I kind of investigated in a very, very, very roundabout way. You know, it's like, it's going to be anything from like $750 to $1,000 by the time you're done to do it on a PS4 or 5 or whatever it is. I don't even know what generation of PlayStation they're on. I haven't paid attention so long. I guess it's 5. But, you know, it seems like a bad reason to invest in a whole platform. The death animations are a little better. Those were extremely rough in the original game. They're a little better in the remaster. They're just flossing on through. We still have to find that area. We still have to find that third assassin down on Ops. Very slowly rebuilding our supply of cybernetic modules. One thing I have done very well on this basically there's med-sci engineering, hydroponics, ops and recreation, and then command on the Von Braun. So that's 6 levels. And then there's basically what amounts to 2 levels on the Rickenbacker. And then you could think of the Body of the Many as one large level. And then you could think of Shodan as 1 to 1.5 large levels. So you're basically figuring somewhere between 7.5 and 10 levels to the whole game, depending on how you want to think of it. Now, we're on recreation, so it's like we're on the let's see. Engineering, med-sci, hydroponics, ops, rec. We're on the 5th of 6 levels of the Von Braun at this point. But we're not done on the 4th level. There's something that we need to finish there that I'm kind of stumbling on. I mean, I've played this game many, many a time. I've played this game many a time. It's been a long time since I have played it, and I'm balking on how to do something. Okay, that did us a world of good. Got a nice stash that this idiot made, including a dead body. Okay, can I equip it? Strength of 6. Wow, that's going to be a big investment. We'll hang on to it. You know, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need that. We're going to shed some... we're going to lighten the load a little bit. But that's, you know, it's like we have to get that strength because, again, it's just the, it's the not fun part of, upgrading yourself. Okay. That's kind of an odd juxtaposition. All stuck up you were. Alright, what I want to see, yeah, maintaining the EMP rifle. That takes a maintenance of 6. That might be a bit of a tall order. That might be a bit of a tall order compared with everything else I would like to do. Them out. And nothing to show for it. Actually, nope, we have a something. Okay, the final code is 6. So it is either going to be 1 14106 or 11046, depending. But okay. All right, so pulled that off. We're very slowly, definitely going to need that code. It's not an easy game. Yes.
I am pleased. Transmitting cybernetic modules. Do not squander them.
Certainly, ma'am. Now, let's see. Was I... Nope, I wasn't. Oh, now. You shot your friend, bro. I don't know if you all saw that. He shot his friend. That's not very harmoniously many-ish. No, Tony. You're fine. We have been not wasting the time. Everything's coming together decently well. Honestly, I don't know about the EMP rifle. You might actually be able to make a go of it without it. Try not to waste ammo, though. I think you're such a commando. Now. Alright. Now we're done. Because we must certainly... Yeah, alright. Alright, now, again...
It's all a question of procedures, really. So many people don't. What can I do for you?
Alright, so... Now we have the heavy combat armor. And, well, let's... Because we still have the strength implant. If I take that off, we... But let's see. Yeah, so... That was kind of a foolish thing to do. I keep getting ahead of myself a little bit. But if you don't make these investments, you're never going to get there. So, let's see. How much is it going to cost me to go to 6? Another 50.
Can I help you?
You've served me well. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
So my intention for the rest of tonight, because I have been playing for a very long time now, my intention for the rest of the night is basically to finish up... Okay, that is a rumbler. Let's see how I measure up against him.
Toxic hazard.
I want to save one of those, plenty of those full kits. We'll get more health hypos, but I don't want to blow through all of these. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta watch those worm piles. Definitely, let's get this guy and start researching this. What I want to do is, I want to finish Recreation. We have to finish that stupid third cyborg assassin. Not that I wouldn't, you know, it's like I'm planning to basically do 2 streams of this. One is the Navy, which we're doing now, and one is a Marine, just for some variety, because I really am digging this remaster. But, you're all gonna hear me say... You're all gonna hear me say the magic words, for sure, if it turns out that there's a game-breaking glitch, so that we're gonna have to start all the way over from the beginning. because that third cyborg assassin is inaccessible. But, you know, it's like the game launched yesterday, just barely. So, you know, where I'm going with this is, I want to make sure we're done with ops, and I want to be totally done with recreation, which we're about to be. And then we'll pick up with Command and the Rickenbacker and go from there tomorrow. Because this is the third of 3 sessions I've done. Big pain if you don't have a weapon like this. With the weapon, you can walk over them decently. Okay. Alright. This thing's supposed to reach all the way. Never mind. Alright. So... this is a little bit rough here. They need to fix that.
This is Xerxes. Primary data loop infiltrated. Primary data loop infiltrated.
The transmission has been tampered with. No matter. We will destroy my creations right here. Stand by.
Warning.
Now return to ops and reprogram the simulation units.
Do not dawdle. I lust for my revenge.
Okay, so yeah, I hope they are able to give the Thief games this treatment, because as I said a little while ago, I haven't been earlier today I was talking more about all the many things I like about this remaster. I haven't been talking about that as much lately because I've just been focusing on sending the big guns after me, but I've got a big gun of my own. I like this remaster a great deal. Now, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to save here. We're not out of the woods yet. Because the only thing I've really accomplished is, first of all, there are areas I haven't been to. I know there are areas on this deck I haven't made it to yet. And at this point, that's kind of annoying. Because I've been relatively thorough. I have there's actually 3 or 4 areas I have in mind. What's this? It may be that this is where I need to be.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
This time it paid off. All right, we're almost have enough cyber modules. I've had some lucky rolls of the roulette wheel on this Let's Play.
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
As you have us.
Wound that. You can't wound me. The way you wounded my people, there's no one person can be did that much. Okay, this is one of the places I was hoping to visit. But I was also hoping to get up there too. You can't get up there from here. But I think we're in the right sector though. So let's just let's see. I really hope it's not a glitch. I'm gonna be pissed if it's a glitch. I mean pissed. But let's okay, that's a good sign. That means I haven't been here yet. Okay, we're getting back to areas where I was, so... That, this might be what we need to get in here. There is a way to get in here somewhere.
Security system offline.
Okay, that didn't open it. We need to get in this thing. I'm pretty sure that actually does open. But let's try that. No. That's nice. Gotta go. Punch above your weight, little bro. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. Great. Admittedly, at least we've reached an area that I was, like, struggling to remember how to get to. Sometimes if you can bait them into attacking you as opposed to using their ranged weapons, you can get lucky and they miss. Honestly, fighting cyborg midwives is a lot like fighting revenants in classic Doom. 2, or derivatives thereof. Okay, that should be enough cybernetic modules for the strength upgrade. Now, it's like we have to do one of two things. We have to get onto that platform way up there in ops. And we either do that here from recreation or we do that from somewhere in ops, and I'm just having a brain fart and not remembering where the hell it is. That
security system online.
That platform is either accessed somewhere from there, somewhere from here. It's like I need to get up there too. There's just these annoying housekeeping things, but we either need to get up on that platform or we need to find the red cyborg assassin, the third one. If we find the third one, I don't care so much about the platform. But it's like we're gonna get back to the point of running around wasting resources and not there's a way onto that platform, so help me. What I'm gonna do is probably we're going to upgrade the strength one last time. And then I'm going to create a save point. And it could be that after a lot more pain in the ass, we're going to have to go back to that save point. Probably when we find something that's going to be so groaningly stupid, we're going to wonder how it is I could have missed it to begin with. But if there's a way onto that platform from recreation, I'm not seeing it either. I sort of couldn't even begin to imagine where specifically on this deck that might be. Okay. Reach level 6 strength. So, goodbye this, hello this. So, this allows us to equip the heaviest kind of armor, and it also allows us to do an extraordinarily catastrophic amount of damage, which is something we've been working up towards the whole damn time. So it's like, even if I take this off, it doesn't matter. So what that means is, and that would be just absurd, but what we need to do now is we need to, in the worst sort of way, start to work on endurance. So we definitely don't need, we have as much space as it's possible to have. Okay, we need to do that. There's plenty left to do before I get to stop for the night. Let's see. I'm really gonna have to go all the way down to engineering. Where the hell is the molybdenum? Did I miss it? Yes, I did. Alright, so where's the chemical storeroom? I'm not even seeing it in this area of the level. Oops. Well, I hope you all are still with me. I had the spinning white wheel of death. Bye, Tony. Thanks for stopping in. I hope the internet isn't gonna get shitty now. Anyway, let's go find that molybdenum.
Is there an...
Wouldn't be in here, would it? No, there's... Don't think there's any way... Set one up, but it's not. Let's go. Alright. Where the hell is the chemical storeroom? This shouldn't be... Because the chemical we need is here, and it's only here. You're really gonna have to go all the way back over here. Alright, finally. Definitely need to research that rumbler organ, so we're not failing to do as much damage as we possibly can per hit.
So many people don't see that. I am at your service.
Okay. Storeroom wasn't marked. Alright. This definitely needed to get done. Maybe if we go back down there, I'm hoping against hope that, let's go back down to ops and, see if we can't, maybe he will have repopulated. So this is going to be the elevator to the command deck, and all things being equal, I don't mind taking us up there and ending this at the beginning of command, assuming the whole thing isn't broken. Let's see if I can't outrun this guy.
Hello?
Hello. I would have swore you could get to that platform from here, but alright, so before I even open the door, what we're gonna do is we're gonna save. We're gonna make a new save in slot 6. I'm gonna remember that. So if we have to backtrack for some reason, we're not gonna be losing much from that point, because there's just of course there are going to be annoying grunts all over the place, like this idiot. But as far as I'm concerned, that cyborg assassin could be anywhere. And if it went that smoothly every single time, I wouldn't be so perturbed. But we gotta find that third assassin. I hope that it's like I retreated from those barrels because I didn't see why I should have to dance from a bunch of exploding, falling thingies. But it's like, I hope that didn't like break something. Like they have it set up so that if you don't, it's like now you're screwed. And there's no logical reason why the third one would be here. We know where the sim unit we need to end up at is, ultimately. At Chimera, they shouldn't be able to use gravity lifts either, should they? Again, I wouldn't think so, but it's like through here. Generally, I think one of them is supposed to be here. If I really... I don't know why I think this might help, but... something destroyable, so let's destroy it. One thing I am going to do is we're going to try that that office again, because I've been up on recreation now. I have things I didn't have last time. I really just don't see the merit of going through the mess hall all over again and getting into it with more grunts for nothing. let me try that area that we couldn't get into earlier. We might be able to get into it now. Something I found on the 5th floor might have and I mean, we can try this again. Oh. Goal. Everybody remember that guy?
You perform well for an insect. Transmitting cyber modules.
I'm stupid, in case you already knew that. Alright, so we've enhanced our damage to the rumblers. Let's go back to St. Bronson's Shrine, and alright. That was a worthwhile use of resources. Alright, this campaign is now securely back on track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this level, and then we're gonna go up to command, and that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. But I will be back sometime between tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening to finish this. It might end up being 2 sessions tomorrow, depending on what I have to do IRL. That can intrude just a little bit. This is not where we need to be. But it's either going to be 2 sessions or 1 ginormously long session. But we'll finish the we'll finish this Navy campaign, and then perhaps, depending on how I feel, after a day break, maybe we just have to see what I'm able to do. My intention is to do a campaign as the Marine. I don't, it's like a long, and I do mean a long time ago, I did a campaign as the Marine, and it's like, I was like, wow, I'm kicking even more ass than I had before. But then subsequently I tried to do it, and it's like, that campaign like failed. And it's like, I really did end up in a situation. I really did end up in a situation there that I couldn't fix and had to like start over. So I don't know why I was so good at it the first time, and then why it really sucked. And then I tried to do it again, but it's like I didn't exactly fail, but I didn't finish. So on the occasion of this game being so wonderfully re-optimized for the modern zeitgeist, my intention is to do another Let's Stream of this as the Marine, so you can watch me get my ass kicked even more.
This is Xerxes. Primary data loop compromised. Primary data loop compromised.
You have accomplished much for a thing of such small
consequence.
Warning, data systems compromised.
Xerxes is diminished. I am accessing the primary data loop. I am merging my entity with the ship. My glory is expanding, filling the arteries of this vessel. I am in control. I am... No. It is hopeless. The cancer has spread throughout the Von Braun. They fill every available crack and crevice. They overwhelm. There is no option. I have activated the primary elevator shaft. Take it to Deck 6. I will tell you my wishes when you arrive.
Okay, so I'm going to, depending on how you do yourself up, you definitely want at least 4 cyber affinity and 4 agility, but you would presumably always have more than 4 endurance. So let's I would say I have fallen behind on endurance, and we can probably see to that with the modules we have. So let's do that. Because now, you know, it's like you can dish it out, but you got to be able to take it. So, you know, we're not, I mean, that's a killer price. So, that's enough to do it. All right, so boom. All right, sweet. Pretty cool. Doesn't matter. All right, so that I was able to enhance both our endurance and our agility just now. That did us a world of good. And we're at 4 cyber affinity, so this is shaping up. We're back to being ahead of schedule. I mean, I could go to. It's just sort of now. It's I don't know. We might actually have enough to do everything this time. And again, every time you up your agility, it matters.
My creation is evolving. Its unified mind set in rebellion against its own creator.
The vermin call to you,
Inviting you to join them in their revolting biology. Destroy my enemies, and I will continue to abide your existence.
Certainly, ma'am. Alright. No reason, so this all came together quite nicely. So, it's very simple. We go here. Let's just be careful. She's gonna give a monologue the moment we get there.
My creation has run rampant. I demand their extermination. I have no choice but to destroy this starship.
We can make our escape in the Rickenbacker, but you must transfer my
Intelligence to that ship first. Proceed to the Von Braun's bridge on this deck. There you will find an access card to Command Center on Ops. Find the card and proceed to Ops. But beware, the human annelid hybrids grow more sophisticated by the minute. You do not.
We get more sophisticated pretty quickly. And I just had my wires crossed with when we were going to have to go back down there. Alright, so we don't need this anymore. We're going to save here. So again, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it will be sometime tomorrow, either in the afternoon or in the evening. And we will continue. So thank you to everybody who has been with me today. This System Shock 25th Anniversary Remaster is awesome. And I hope to continue to promote it. So, later.